I'm Sarah and I have some very exciting news to share with you today. So in this video, I want to talk about the change in background that you might have noticed. You might be wondering, why is that? And that is because I have actually moved apartments, which is very exciting because this new apartment is not in rural South Korea like my last one. This apartment is in Seoul and I am so excited to finally be here, and I want to let you know why. Why did I come here and what I am going to be doing in Seoul for the next 6 months to a year or so. I think a lot of people are going to be very curious why I moved here, so I don't want to keep you waiting for the whole video to figure it out. I am going to be studying Korean. I am going to be studying at a Korean university here in Seoul, and I am so unbelievably excited and nervous for this opportunity. I am going to have a few different parts to this video, and some of them are going to be here in my apartment, and then for some of them I'm going to try and film some things out in the city so that you can get a sense of what it's like to live in Seoul. It's not quite as dramatic as the video title makes it sound, because I've actually been living in South Korea for 2 years now. I was teaching English in a rural city in kind of the middle of the country named Danyang. It's really gorgeous, but it is quite small, so I was quite isolated there, and while I do recommend visiting, it is a little bit difficult for a foreigner to live there, just in terms of like opportunities for, you know, jobs and education and stuff. I never experienced any kind of problems with the people there or anything like that. It was really just my own life goals that made me want to move away. So I quit my job and I enrolled in the Seoul National University Korean program. For a little bit of a timeline, if you're interested, I applied last February. I did not receive an acceptance until April 8th, I think it was. That's just the standard application and acceptance times for SNU. And then my classes will not actually start until June. I am currently in Korea, but I'm actually going to be going back to my home country, Canada, for a few weeks to visit my family and get my visa switched over from a working visa to a student visa. And yes, I will be attending Seoul National University's Language Institute this June. So in April and May, I moved my apartment over from Danyang to Seoul, which was a whole big mess. Moving in Seoul seems to be like not that difficult, but finding a moving company that will go from the middle of the country into Seoul was very difficult and very expensive. So what I basically have been doing these days, this kind of like 2-month gap, I've been like exploring the city and also trying to study for the placement test. A few weeks before your classes will start in Seoul National University, they have a test that you have to take. There's a written test, and then there's also an interview that you have to do. This is to like assess your level of Korean and make sure that you can be placed in the correct classroom level. I expect probably I will be placed in level 2. If I study a lot, level 3, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Level 3 would be great. Level 2 is also fine. I haven't actually taken the test yet. After the test, I will let you know what level I do get placed in, but for now, I'm just studying for the test itself. I am planning to make a video all about how I applied to language school and my tips for getting into language school, and I'm going to be making so many more videos about language school over the next few months, because that is basically going to be what my life is. So if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I will make sure to be able to include them in a future video. I would love to know what exactly people are interested in hearing about so that I can know what things to focus on in my videos in the upcoming months. So let's transition into the other focus of this video, which is going to be living in Seoul. I actually moved to Seoul almost 3 weeks ago now, so I have been here for like a little while, and Seoul is absolutely massive. So the amount of travel time to get between different neighborhoods and different activities is surprisingly exhausting. I did not expect to be so tired at the end of the day. I didn't really have to go anywhere that was more than like 10 minutes away from my apartment before, and now I'm traveling like an hour and a half to get places. I have done a few things so far. I went to the Kiki's delivery service cafe, which was really fun. I have gone to Seoul Forest. I moved here like a week before the cherry blossoms bloomed, so I got to see all of the cherry blossoms, which was so great. I have wanted to be able to see the cherry blossoms in Seoul, and I just never was able to travel up at the right time because I was always teaching. One thing that I have not been able to do yet is actually take a tour of the SNU campus. I didn't want to imagine myself as a student and then build up a lot of expectations, and then if I didn't get into school, I would be absolutely devastated. So even though I've been living in Seoul for a few weeks, I didn't actually go to campus. So I thought I could take you with me and we could go see campus for the first time together. And then I also have some errands to run in the city, so I thought we could go do that together as well. So you can come with me, let's stop talking and let's go explore some of Seoul together. I'm now trying to find the Language Institute. I hope there's not too many cars, and there's a whole bunch of people coming up behind me, so I might have to say goodbye quickly, but let's see if I can find the Language Institute. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I have officially found the Language Institute, but because my classes haven't started yet, I actually don't have anything to do here yet. I really just wanted to be able to make sure that I knew where it was, basically, so that on my first day of classes, I wasn't really stressed about trying to find the right building, but actually, luckily, it's really easy to get to. Also, the university campus looks so pretty. It's so huge compared to my home university in Canada. Yeah, so basically I have found the correct building and I'm going to go to our next stop, which should be Olive Young, because I need to pick up some makeup as a gift to my sister when I am going back to Canada. I would rate studying at Namsan Tower like a 5 out of 10. Maybe it would have been better if the air quality was a little bit better. The tables were kind of small, so I don't think that it was the ideal place for me to study personally, but I do think it was fun to be able to go outside and look at the different blocks and things. And I do love going to Namsan Tower, so I did generally enjoy the experience. It was just a little bit difficult to study there. I am starving now, so I think I will conclude the outside portion of this vlog here and head home and make some dinner. The first important thing is that I am planning to change my upload schedule. Before now, I was uploading on Sundays. From here on out, I would like to upload on Tuesday morning in Korean time. The other thing is I am going to be traveling to Canada for 3 weeks to visit my family and deal with all of my visa paperwork. Probably will not be filming that much in Canada, so I'm gonna do my best to film videos and have them edited before I leave, but there might be a week that I miss a video. So other than that, I will just say goodbye goodbye here. If you're interested in seeing more of my life in Korea, you can go follow me on Instagram at strawberrykimchi. And other than that, I think I'll let you go here. Bye!